What is up, guys? It's your boy here doing another PrestonRacing reaction. This time, yes, we're doing at 2x speed because I don't feel like clogging up my data. So, yeah. Not to mention, like, on my, phone camera, I only had, 24 minutes to low-key record. And I'm tired. And, yeah, so, let's get this going.
What is up, everybody? Today, I'm going to tell you guys my opinion on every single full-time driver in the NASCAR Cup Series right now. So here are my top 5 favorite drivers. You guys already know that Denny Hamlin is my all-time favorite driver. And the reason
Yes, we know that. We do not live under a rock.
I like Denny Hamlin is because of what he did to Eric Jones in the Clash for 2020.
Well, that honestly was a good thing for Denny, but overall, another thing he did, he doesn't want you to know about. He dumped Joey on purpose, and that's going to be on my next Denny Hamlin cheating moments episode. What, 4? I feel like I'm kind of behind on Kyle Busch cheating moments because I can't think of anything else Kyle Busch has on purposely done.
What he did was absolutely amazing. Like pushing your teammate to the victory when you're a lap down. That's just solid teamwork right there by Denny Hamlin. He's really supportive with others.
And that Busch Clash honestly sucked. That was the worst. The worst one on planet Earth. That should have been abolished. I wish Daytona was off the schedule. Despite Logano, 2020, him at Daytona versus 2020 has been garbage. Literally. It's like vinyl records being warped and being put on a Crosley turntable. That's how Logano's season was. A vinyl record played on a Crosley turntable. That's how his Daytona season was.
Hamlin's just one of those nice guys. Like his personality.
No, he's not.
What he did at Phoenix last year was really awesome. He has shown this year that he can win a championship.
But he failed last year.
Hamlin's just one of those nice guys. Even Michael Jordan even sponsors Denny Hamlin, which
I wish he was sponsored by Poundland. It's a British dollar store. And I wish he was sponsored by Dollar Store shoes, or at least Walmart shoes at least. He doesn't even deserve to be sponsored by Michael Jordan. Joey Logano deserves to be sponsored by Yeezys, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci.
Which is really cool. A famous basketball player sponsoring Denny Hamlin. Like Denny Hamlin sponsoring one of the big basketball player names. That's just really awesome, really cool. And Hamlin is also a savage as well.
Oh yeah, that he knows he's not going to get away under my watch. The so-called savage he does, aka cheating, will be put on the Denny Hamlin cheating moments list. Because, yeah, you know how much I hate Denny. You've seen my rage reviews.
And Hamlin, love his driving, love his personality. I just, love his team. And so we have Jimmy Johnson in the 48. He's my second favorite driver. I just like his personality. He's one of those kind drivers out there. Races clean. And yeah, Jimmy Johnson, he's really been solid. I love his paint scheme for this year and last year. I like his highlight paint scheme last year. And Jimmy Johnson how he won 5 straight championships in a row. That is...
Well, Richard Petty, if not Dale Earnhardt, tried to do that. Same with a few others, not Ellen Kulwicki. Who am I thinking? Terry Labonte, I think. I think Dale Earnhardt tried to do that. Somebody won 4 straight championships. I think it was Jeff Gordon. Oh my gosh, I don't know my NASCAR Legends history because I wasn't that kind of person.
Awesome for Jimmy. And then we have Chase Elliott in the number 9 car. He's just really awesome. Like his personality again as well. Like his talent, like his driving. And Chase Elliott, I hope he can stay in the 9 car, and he'll be my runner-up favorite driver.
He will. I promise you, he will.
Next season. And then we have the one of Kurt Busch. Now the reason why I like Kurt Busch is just because of Kurt Busch is a really funny guy, and he's also a savage as well. He's also has some savage moments as well.
Oh yeah, that time where he and William Byron dumped Logano on purpose, but they failed. They both failed because Logano got 11th. They literally failed.
And yeah, Kurt Busch is a really funny guy, a really great driver. Hopefully he can stay with the 1 car for a couple more seasons, and that's why he's in one of my favorites. Kurt Busch is really funny, really entertaining to watch, and I can't wait to see if he can get a win this season. And then we have Austin Dillon. Oh man, you should see his dabs.
Oh god, do not get me started with the 2018 Daytona 500, where he on purposely dumped Eric Almirola and acted all retarded in front of everybody, especially in RCR, claiming that, oh, what he did was hard racing. That obviously was not. He dumped Almirola on purpose just to make this so-called history ever since 20 years ago, since Dale Earnhardt won the Daytona 500. And not to mention that was his only championship. And Austin Dillon did that on purpose just to make history. And, Austin Dillon should have gotten penalized, but nope, NASCAR thinks that was hard racing. Why did you pit Justin Haley for 2 laps? What he did to Riley Herbst early... I'm gonna shut up. Let's skip this part. There we go. Don't want to hear the Austin Dillon moment.
Christopher Bell will move over to my favorites next season. Why I like Christopher Bell more than Kyle Busch? It's just the fact of how did he save his car? Like, Christopher Bell's really good at doing saves. Like, he can do, like, save it all he wants. Like when Bubba Wallace got to the back of Christopher Bell, that got him loose, and he saved it. And when Ryan Blaney got to the back of Christopher Bell, he did the same thing. Bell is the 2017 NASCAR Truck Series champion, and he'll be moving over to Joe Gibbs Racing next season in the 20. He's been in the Xfinity Series in 2019, but unfortunately didn't win the championship, so that sucks. And now we have the defending series champ, Kyle Busch.
No.
Man, Kyle Busch is like the biggest savage in the sport right now.
Oh yeah, the savage stuff he does, and tries to act all retarded in front of everybody, making us haters look retarded. He's gonna have to try even harder, because he knows the stuff he does is not hard racing. It's obviously not, and that is a fact.
Kyle Busch has done a lot of savage things in the past that are just really cool, and
it is not cool. What Ron Hornaday did to Cryo was deserving. So, yeah, Ron Hornaday sadly took an L seconds later.
And I can't wait to see what Kyle Busch can do, guys. I hope Kyle Busch can get a win. Hopefully he doesn't go. Hopefully he doesn't go winless this season like Denny Hamlin did back in 2018.
I hope that happens. He better go winless. He better. Pray to the Lord. If he can go winless in the regular season, he can go winless in the playoffs. Not only that, but can be eliminated since 2014. Last time he missed out on the championship for was in 2014, because he was not that good of a driver back when the Gen 6 cars first came in.
But he's really funny. Yep, Kyle Busch.
He is not funny. Get that right.
Savage driver, savage person. Like it.
All that, I disagree.
He's really cool. Hopefully he can get a win. Martin Truex Jr., I like his personality. I like his driving. He's the 2017 champion, and I just want to see what Truex can do. Alex Bowman, same thing. Like his personality, and yeah. And now we have the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He's in my top 10 for a reason. His Talladega win and his Daytona win of 2017. And then the race where he...
And the reason why at the end of his number is 7 was because he won in 2017 twice. It's his favorite number 7. We should call him Ricky Sevenhouse.
Brad Keselowski, that was just... Brad Keselowski deserved that. And then...
Oh, God. Random KTM fanboy is going to come to attack you, just so that you know. I'm just making you aware.
Stenhouse did the Kyle Busch at Daytona. I would say that was just a hard racing incident. I think Kyle Busch came down on...
No wonder why people are hating on you.
Stenhouse tried to go up. That's just one of those hard racing moves. And then we have William Byron in the number 24. He got his first win at Daytona earlier in the Coke 400.
You mean Coke Zero Sugar 400? It's no longer Coke 400.
But Byron's just one of those drivers. But and he has done some hard racing moves like shoved his teammate Jimmy Johnson at Indianapolis and spun him around. In my opinion, that's just...
Oh God, that's teammate collision. That was a teammate collision, not hard racing. It was teammate collision.
Racing move. That's just a racing incident. And Tyler Reddick, what he did to the pack at Daytona, did to Kyle Busch. In my opinion, same as Stenhouse, just a hard racing move.
No, it was not. So what you're telling me is that drivers coming down on somebody else, trying to get them in trouble, making them look retarded is hard racing.
Eric Almirola, like his driving, like his talent. And
he's good, honestly. Like, back then, he wasn't that good, despite he came from Joe Gibbs Racing. Then he went from Richard Petty Motorsports, and then went to Stewart House Racing in 2018.
And Newman in the 6. After his horrifying crash, he's not...
Yeah, when I saw that wreck, I thought he had lost his life, because literally everybody went to that Dale Earnhardt video ever since seeing that Newman crash.
The playoffs, unfortunately, but Newman, like his personality, like his talent.
I bet you this one user, I think is the Iceberg, or I think is his name. I think. He's the one that makes the Bad Season series. It's either Black Flags Matter or the Iceberg. I can't remember who.
Driving, he almost won the Daytona 500. That was just unlucky. And there's Ryan Blaney, my 15th favorite driver. I like him.
Remember when you used to hate him? Oh wait, that was Josue.
Because of his personality, he races it really clean, and I like it. And so we have Matt Madell in the 21. I like his personality, like his driving. I can't wait to see if he can go back into the 20.
Oh yeah, like every time he's so close to winning, he gets he just ends up losing. That's what happened to David Reagan.
Now, Eric Jones, same thing.
Oh, I forgot to mention, before I get to the Eric Jones part, Matt Benedetto, he's not going to stay in the 21 longer, because this year was supposed to be his only year in the 21. And before Larson said the N-word, there were allegations that he was going to go to 21, but the Penske organization took back what they said.
It's just extremely funny, and I think he deserves to stay in the 14.
I think you hated Clint Boyer once, or was that Josue?
I think Kyle Larson should go to the 14.
No. No, 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 a billion times no. He should stay back in dirt track racing where he belongs.
I'm not sure if Clint Boyd will be back in the 14 though. No,
Probably.
Matt Kenseth. Right next to the 42 is Bubba Wallace. So, but
That could happen. You never know. Bubba Wallace could even better yet go to the 48. That could possibly happen, and Eric Jones could go to the 42, if not to the 43.
Kenseth in the 42. Obviously, he's a really good driver, and
yeah, he honestly is a good driver, and like I just like ever since his Phoenix win in 2017, like I got my respect back on Matt Kenseth, but what he did in 2015 was not acceptable. I just didn't like Matt Kenseth from 2015 through 2016, the year that 3M dual-ended earplugs version 2 they got busted for. The first 2 years, that was when I hated Kenseth, but 2017, like I felt like it was more in the past ever since the new Camry molds came and like the future was coming for me. And I felt like that was just all in the past.
Matt Kenseth has a nice personality. Love his driving. I can't wait to see what Kenseth can do for the rest of the season. And of course, running on my top 20 is Cole Custer, the rookie that won in Kentucky. What Cole Custer did was extremely amazing, and I hope Cole Custer can get another win next season, number 41.
He won't.
And then we have Daniel Suarez in number 96. He's back with TRD this
Remember when you used to hate him?
season. I like Daniel Suarez. I like his personality. His driving's really awesome. I just love Daniel Suarez, guys. I liked him when he was a Toyota and Storehouse Racing. So, Daniel Suarez, I'm happy
Yeah, I was about to say he drove all 3 manufacturers when that's not true.
where he was at, where he's at, but was that with Storehouse and Joe Gibbs? But I wish Daniel Suarez could just be in the playoffs. Suarez can just be in the playoffs.
He is in a lower funded team. How can Gaunt Brothers Racing go to the playoffs? And not to mention, his throwback was a throwback to his 2016 championship. It looked more of a throwback to his 2018 ride. What they probably did is went to the Joe Gibbs Racing Shop, took out the 19, and replaced it with the 96. That's all they did.
I have Chris Buescher. I like his driving, and I can't wait to see what Chris Buescher can do. He finished third in the Daytona 500, though. Michael McDowell. The main reason why I like him is just because of his personality. He's always a one happy guy. He's always just swell all the time, and I'm happy for that.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a meme coming up of Michael McDowell where many people misheard him. Trust me, it's coming soon.
Drivers like that. And then Ty Dillon in the 13. He's the last driver I like on this like list. And yeah, Ty Dillon, he won 2 stages in a Germany racing car in 2019, which was extremely cool for Ty Dillon.
Oh yeah, they were making plans on shutting down ever since Geico said that they were finna leave.
I can't wait to see what Ty Dillon can do in the future. Now, guys, looking forward to my neutral list. Bubba Wallace. The reason why I'm neutral Bubba Wallace, I mean,
Put him in your most favorites list.
because of the news incident that happened this year, I'm supporting Bubba Wallace for that.
Oh no, you didn't. You acted like it. You acted like it.
And if Bubba Wallace hadn't done all those incidents in 2019, I would have liked Bubba Wallace even more. But through the stuff he did in 2019, like what he did to Kyle Busch at Watkins Glen, he spun out on purpose at Texas in 2019.
Well, I'm not going to talk about the 2019 one, but what he did at Cryle, thank you, Bubba. Thank you. I got to give credit to you as a result.
The flipped Alex Bowman for no reason. And yeah, those bad reasons what he did in 2019. But I'm neutral Bubba Wallace. I don't hate Bubba Wallace. I just don't.
Well, you hated him, and many people thought you hated him because he was black. And you tried your hardest to defend yourself, and basically everybody didn't believe you.
Him that much. But I'm neutral Bubba, so I don't hate him, but I don't like him, so I'm neutral. Brian Poole hasn't done really much a lot this season, and yeah. Same with John Nemechek gets some good finishes, but I just don't feel comfortable liking John Nemechek. What he did in the series was absolutely really dirty to Cole Custer, and that's
That was hard racing, one. And B, it was the first time we've seen drivers race side by side to the finish, this time in the grass. And, like, honestly, I'm cool with John Hunter Nemechek on social media. He had replied to me a few times. And back in 2018, I made a post about him and his girlfriend. I think it was Noah Gregson that responded. I can't remember. I'm cool with John Hunter Nemechek. He's in one of my favorites just because I'm just cool with John Hunter Nemechek. But I haven't talked to John Hunter Nemechek in a while.
the reason why I put him on this neutral list. And then Corey LaJoy in the number 32. Obviously, he drove dirty in 2017. I disliked him last year because of that, but ever since then, he's been really improving, and happy for that. Right?
That's because he had a contract extension.
Priest, what do you think, Matt Kenseth? At Kansas, I'd say it was probably just a misjudgment by Ryan Priest, but this is why I'm neutral Ryan Priest because of that.
Oh, remember when I sung the Preston Racing theme song? Remember when I did? And then what? Couple laps later, it was a nearly dying wreck. So I just took back what I said about my hatred, and I just I don't severely hate him, but it's just what he did to Kenseth, and then him nearly dying but he survived. Like, I kind of felt bad for not only myself, but for Ryan Preece.
Judgment, but Preece is a good driver.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot to mention that wreck, it literally scared me. That wreck just scared me.
Like his Super Speedway racing and like his personality.
He's never going to win a Super Speedway race anyways.
Now here are the drivers. Only one driver in my dislike section is Quinn Howe. Quinn Howe.
Oh, yeah, spun himself at Texas. We know it.
Quinn Howe. You had a ran into Christopher Bell and the Belladonna at Texas and wrecked yourself for no reason. Maybe if you would have waited a lap and then gone on the inside and then come down pit road, that would be good, but no. And then you chopped off Eric Almirola's nose at Daytona, which is completely
Oh, yeah, did I forget to mention you had him in your most hated list.
idiotic. So, Quinn Howe just needs better talent. He needs to drive better. And now,
Better yet, send him to Hendrick. Now time for the favorite part you've all been waiting for. His least, most hated, put them on the Crosley turntable, drivers. He thinks that these drivers are Crosley turntables, and Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Chase Elliott, Kurt Busch, and Austin Dillon are Audio-Technica LP20s.
let's get to the rage. My top 3 least favorite drivers of 2020. First, let's start off with Joey Childish Logano.
He is not childish. He is a god.
Oh, here it is, guys. The main child of NASCAR.
Oh, Cryo Busch is the main child in NASCAR, despite him being sponsored M&M's. Kids only like him because of his idiocy.
Yep, the dirtiest driver ever, guys. Joey
No, he is not.
Logano. Where he had a bumps, where he had a race start, he had to, put someone in the wall and got penalized for rough riding for it back in the
When was that?
Nationwide series, or the Xfinity series.
I don't remember that. Oh, yeah, did I forget to mention, it's 2017, his Richmond win got encumbered. Encumbered means it did not count, and then he just badly choked. Remember, the next time he came to Richmond, Hamlin purposely dumped Truex. And then Kyle Larson passed him, and Logano came up second. What if Kyle Larson failed inspection at that night? I thought to myself, what if Larson failed inspection that night? What if the win was handed over to Logano instead?
That right there by Joey Logano, that just shows Logano is a complete moron, childish, and
No, he is not.
childish today, guys. He was childish to Chase Elliott at Bristol. That was just a
What? Don't get me started.
racing incident. He acted like it was intentional. Oh, Joey Logano, you always think stuff is intentional. No, it
Well, I don't blame Logano when he says stuff like that. I don't blame him.
wasn't. And then what you did at Martin Truex Jr. at Martinsville was completely dirty. He passed you nice and
Oh, yeah. I told you, Preston, and now you finally agree with me. Let's listen.
clean. I get it, it's the last lap. But next time, just pass don't shove him up the track like that. I'm sorry,
Remember when you said it was hard racing?
you haven't got penalized for that, but like Martinsville finishes, but what Logano did was completely idiotic. But
And yet when Denny Carl do that, you call it unintentional.
I don't know. Logano. And Martinsville,
Oh, yeah. What you should say. Logano is the best driver on earth. Godly driver. He should stay in that 22 Ford Mustang indefinitely.
Martinsville race between Hamlin and Logano. Hamlin was high on top of Logano, and then Logano, he shoved Denny Hamlin like this.
Oh, yeah. I had to get, I actually liked both drivers, but earlier this year, I just, discontinued my favoritism on Denny. He was my favorite for a long time, but I'm no, I'm done with his stupidity. Honestly, what Logano did, Godly. You heard that.
What were you doing, Joey? You know that
Being a god.
if you hit someone like this, they're gonna come back for you.
He actually hated Denny anyways. He hated most of the Joe Gibbs organization.
Just did this. I'm sure I did not feel good for my driver Denny Hamlin. Now, I don't me hating Logano because I like Hamlin, that's not the reason why. The main reason why is Logano's just being really
Everybody's gonna attack you pretty soon.
childish.
It's not that. It's just of the 2018 championship that pretty much most of the people I knew back then were raging and throwing a tantrum, while me, I was sitting there celebrating my off.
Oh, Logano, you need to act up. You need to start acting mature. You're acting like an
He actually is acting mature, just so that you know.
immature crybaby. And I'm over it, Logano. I'm over it. Logano, you need to clean up your driving. Stop driving dirty a lot. And then, let's get on to Mr. Cheapskate, Kevin Harvick.
Oh, yes. He's actually in my dislike list, but I don't rage over his victories because I like Ford. But then again, what he did to Logano was just stupid. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, you hated Harvick the second time because he dumped Logano, and now you hate Logano. So, yeah, you hate Harvick because he dumped Logano, and you hate Logano because he's soon going to dump Harvick, and you're probably going to accuse both of them and not believe their truths.
Yeah, the main reason why I hate Harvick is just because he cheated to win 2 wins in 2018.
That's true.
He cheated to win the Las Vegas race, and he cheated to win the Texas race. Well, I get it if it's one race, but if it's 2 races or more, Harvick, I just don't trust.
Oh, Kryl, he did that. He did that before, and I just, like, in 2015, I just blew my respects for him. Believe it or not, I actually did like Kyle Busch back when I was, from 2013. I started liking NASCAR in 2013, and I did like Kyle Busch, but in 2015, I just started to have a hatred on him.
Anymore, I don't trust you no more, Harvick. You've done enough bullcrap in the past I don't appreciate with. First of all, you wrecked Jimmy Johnson at Talladega when he was having such a great car.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I do have a re-upload of that video. You were low-key mad. And I mentioned in that video, I predicted it. I told him, well, time for you to be on the Preston Racing hatred list.
And then Harvick's a cheapskate, you know? Acts greedy, always, like, I don't get it. I don't get why Kevin Harvick has to be cheap a lot. Harvick needs to realize that they need to figure out more what they need to do with his race car. Like, I don't get how Kevin Harvick is still...
Easy. Like, oh yeah, give him Spearmint.
In the Cup Series right now. Yeah, guys, Kevin Harvick, so cheap, so stupid, so...
If he was cheap, he'd be 2 cents.
But, he's a really whiny, and Kevin Harvick's just a cheapskate. Overrated, not overrated, but childish, so...
Well, you can use the term overrated, because that's what most NASCAR haters use that term against their most hated drivers.
He did the same thing to Belladonna and Hamlin in 2014. Where I think, like, touched Keselowski. I know Keselowski's my least favorite, but, ran over Chuck, I think someone else's pit crew. I'm not sure who it was, but he, like, shoved them all like this. Bruh, stop acting like a 5-year-old, Kevin Harvick.
Why are you hating drivers just for stuff that happened in the past? Like, literally, some NASCAR Beyond users and some Beyond users hate some drivers, if not teams, just for stuff that happened in the past. And then later forgive them, and then later hate them back. That's something I don't like about Beyond-ish NASCAR user. That's something I don't like about.
Like, I was acting like a 5-year-old. Harvick, you're just acting like a 5-year-old, and I'm tired of it. Kevin Harvick, unless you can stop being cheap, I'm never gonna like you if you stop.
What if he wrecks himself? What if Denny wrecks him? What if he goes 5 straight years without winning? What if he admits he is a total retard? Would you like him?
If you stop being cheap and start racing, if you start doing things right, you're just so stupid, okay, Harvick?
Why don't you just admit that if he stops doing that you're going to put him in his favorites again?
You know the stuff you've done. Harvick, you are just one of the most cheapest drivers in the sport. And finally, last but not least...
Oh god, I am low-key excited for this.
The driver, the demon of the sport in my opinion.
Kyle Busch is the demon of the sport. I'm glad you used that term.
Keselowski, my least favorite driver of all time. What is wrong with this idiot? Brad Keselowski, he had to cause a fight at Texas in 2014 for no...
Oh yeah, that's in my Brad Keselowski cheating moments. That was a one-time thing, guys. That was a one-time thing. I only did it for Preston.
Reason whatsoever. 2, he called Kyle Busch a cuss word in front of everyone. Bro.
Oh, that was hilarious. Hilarious. Best moment ever. And not to mention, quit hating on Penske for stuff they did in the past. Like, no offense. Like, I know you can, like, handle people, like, you know, calling you out and you don't care. But I feel like that I'm going to get hated by you and Josue. That's what it feels like, but...
Could be little kids out there that can learn that way from you.
Oh, those kids, I'm pretty sure will forget about it.
Thanks to you, now little kids can cuss because of you. And you like wrecked all that in the fence. What's wrong with you? You could have died because of it.
Oh yeah, the 2009 Talladega race. Well, NASCAR had made the catch fin safer as a result. Ever since the 1999, whatever year that was, that year of somebody Bodine flew in the fence and his truck caught on fire. I think he lost his life later in that race. Ever since that, like, NASCAR has improved their catch fence crashes. Like fun fact, Ryan Newman did not fly in the fence earlier this year when he had a dying experience. he did not fly in the fence. And their most recent fence incident was Ben Rhodes in 2015 at Kentucky. That was 2 straight weeks of catch fence crashes in a row. The Austin Dillon catch fence crash, he somehow got himself out of the car. Like, it was the bottom of his car. Like, the under parts of the car slammed into the fence. And he came out uninjured. Like, NASCAR has improved on their catch fences lately. Without these catch fences, we would have lost half of our NASCAR drivers. And add the young guns in the Cup Series. Or better yet, NASCAR could go out of business.
Keselowski, stop being such a whiny little brat. You don't even know how to drive, Brad.
He actually does know how to drive.
I just racist dirty a lot. I'm sick of it, Brad. You had dump Jimmy Johnson acting.
I was about to say, how is he racist?
For no reason. He came down. You should have checked up. You just ran.
Oh yeah, when Kyle did that to Tyler Reddick, you called it hard racing.
In the back of him. Keselowski, you are really heartless. You are extremely, extremely heartless.
What if he is hard racing? Would you still hate him?
Oh, another reason why I hate Jordan now is because I'm on the radio saying that he's mad at McDowell for not helping him. Well,
oh, only reason why is because I don't. Honestly, half of the stuff you're saying, you're not specifically saying when it happened, and sometimes where it happened. Half of the half.
It's the last lap, Joey. Don't you realize? These 4 drivers are the demons of the sport right now. Him, and him.
You don't even hate Cornell that much. I'm not gonna lie.
These drivers right here and up here, all these drivers right here are the angels of the sport. All the good guys of the sport.
That's not. Well, some of them are angels, but the ones on your neutral list are probably the angel of deaths.
For the demons of the sport. These are like the in-between, but...
So you're saying that, like, the ones on the bottom is the Metallica list, and the ones on the top is the Slayer list.
Keselowski is just the truest demon. And Keselowski just...
Here's how he would have his own Slayer band in his hated list. Brad Keselowski would be the bassist. Joey Logano would be the lead guitarist known as Kerry King. Kevin Harvick would be Jeff Hanneman. And Quinn Houff will be Dave Lombardo. Oh, and by the way, rest in peace, Jeff Hanneman. You were the greatest guitarist.
He even wrecked Denny Hamlin. Oh no, he even wrecked somebody under yellow for no reason. Bruh.
Who?
That is how dumb you are, Brad. You wrecked Clint Boyer under yellow. Wow. What is wrong with you, Brad?
You need to update your Why I Hate Brad Keselowski thing and create a cheating moments series. Like, it's like, for some of your videos, I'm not saying you stole them, but like, it's just kind of like, I guess, a tribute for my channel, what I like to call it. Or I can call it the many faces of Korn, Metallica, Megadeth, NASCAR, Joey Logano fan. That's what I wanted to call it. Like, if people use, like, some things I use, I could add them to my many faces of Korn, Metallica, Megadeth, NASCAR, Joey Logano fan list. I haven't made a playlist of it just yet, but I will soon.
Yep. Brad, stupid, loser Keselowski. You were really disrespectful. Keselowski is heartless. Hey,
if he was heartless, he would make fun of somebody's death.
Someone in the sport, I would never call them out in public. Okay?
But since Brad Keselowski's your least favorite driver, you probably would call him out in public.
No, if it was on an interview. That's different, but on like I don't get it. Like, Keselowski's just a real piece of crap. Big bad, trashy driver. Just like his talent. Boo you. Screw all these 4. Screw these 4 drivers. Anyways, guys.
That's basically your Slayer band. In the bottom is the Metallica. It's like the neutral list is the Kirk Hammett. The like list is the Robert Trujillo and Lars Ulrich. And Cliff Burton, rest in peace. And Jason Newsted. And your favorites is the James Hetfield.
Those are my opinions on every single full-time driver in NASCAR. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and...
Bye!